Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about 5 things that self-loving people do that you don't. These are totally game changer for me, and I want to share them with you all. And I know the title is kind of clickbaity. Okay, if it works for the algorithm, so yeah. Honestly, just my personal opinion that it works for me, and I hope that it'll inspire you. Seriously, I don't like when people tell me what to do. So I don't want to tell you what to do either, but I hope that it'll inspire you. I hope that inspire you and you like it. And yeah, join me on this journey. Point number one that I usually do is daily self-acknowledgement. So what I do is I make a point when I do a task, even like a really simple task like picking up the garbage or doing the dishes, I will say out loud, "Good job, Angela, you took out the garbage. Good job, you washed the dishes." Even if it's something so minor, I don't want to do it. I don't know if anyone likes doing chores. I say to myself, and it's like, good job, and I feel really good about it. And it keeps me motivated because I used to be a person that always seeks validation. Do you think I did well? What do you think? It only lasts for maybe 3 hours or 3 days, and then I always seek for it. So now that I give myself self-acknowledgement, it lasts a lot longer. So I learn how to fill my cup on my own instead of seeking for other people to fill my cup. So something like, instead of seeking external validation, I started seeking internal validation, and it makes me feel good. And for some reason, it really helps, and there's not so much pressure now on myself, and it feels really good. I see that as a major accomplishment, so I'm really proud of myself when I switch from internal self-love instead of seeking external validation. So it is a simple practice. It's so easy to do, but it took me like 3 months to actually say it out loud. And it took my self-love coach to ask me almost single week to do a self-acknowledgement. And then I finally did it. So take your time. I used to only acknowledge the big things too. I don't acknowledge the small things. So now that when I do acknowledge the small things, it's a really profound practice that I'm so glad I incorporate in my life. It's really a game changer for me. Point number two is cultivating a balance of my life, like a work-life balance. Oh man, I used to work 7 days for my business. Really sucked. And I had no life. Now, what I do is I have work-life balance. Before, if someone asked me to do something, I'm like, yeah, sure, for the grind, for the money. And then this year in October, I just learned to ask for a certain amount of hours. So I was like, hey, I'm starting my own business. Why not get a part-time job? Because I'm such an extrovert that if you told me to stay at home and just do video editing and talk to people online coaching, I don't feel the energy. It drains me when it happens. So what I do now, like when I got my first part-time job, I was like, I would like to work 20 hours. And I never asked. And then my manager said, you only want to work for 20 hours? I'm like, yeah. And then he was like, how about 26? I'm like, yeah, whatever you like. Yeah, sure, manager. But luckily, he was so nice. He only gave me 20 hours per week, and it was consistent hours. So I work 10 hours at the part-time job. Then I also work at the library now for 10 hours. And then 10 hours for my business coaching and YouTube. And then 10 hours for socializing. So that's 40 hours. So instead of before working for 40 hours, just doing one thing and only like working on my career, now I have 40 hours in all areas of my life, and I feel so good and fulfilling. I said to my friends and family, it's like, this is like the happiest that I've been in my life because I get to do everything. Socializing, it's just not fun for me, but it really gives me energy and passion. Is like revitalizing for me. It makes me feel really good. Like with my friends, I go to dance class, we do a book club, we go to cafes, we see what is new in Toronto, all the well-being things that I never get to do when I was working so much. So yeah, it's really important for me. I love watching movies with my friends, and it's funny because I like a lot of good movies, but damn, some like the movies that is really bad, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or like the Canadian production of Lost Girls. So bad, but so good. You know, when you have too much of the good stuff, you don't appreciate it. So you like the bad things too. You like the bad movies. That's how I feel about movies. We can talk more about it in the next video. On the business side, starting a YouTube channel so then you can get to know me because I want to start a business coaching with a touch of self-love. I really love to hear what people are passionate about. I did a book club with my friend called the Ikigai, the Japanese way of finding your purpose. And I just love it. I love hearing about what lights people up and what makes them happy because I think I'm on the same journey as well. I had one career. I thought I was going to have it till I was 80 and it didn't. I changed career. So I'm like, I was so lost. I was like, what's that now? I don't know. So for a few years, I just went out and see what I like. And I really like coaching. I like talking to people. I really like sales and communication and getting the product that someone's really looking for and they love. That makes me feel really good. So while I love hanging out with people, I also like to step out of my comfort zone. I really enjoy that. It's all about do what I love doing and it energizes me, but it's also good to grow out of my comfort zone as well. Like this YouTube and these technology and these microphones, not the fucking easiest for me. Nope. But here I am doing it. I can't believe I got it right. And even now, I only have like low battery on my DJI mic. And I said to myself, double check, make sure the battery's there. Did I? No, fuck no. So point 3 that I learned from my self-love coach is nurturing through positive self-talk. So what he said to me is like, if I am taking care of his 5-year-old daughter, and if you can't say it to her, you can't say it to yourself. So you have to be nice to yourself. This taught me to be kinder, to have my internal conversation with myself, because I used to say to myself, okay, you should be smarter than this, you should know how to do this by now. But this is putting a lot of pressure on myself, and that's totally not fair because I'm also learning how to do things. Instead of saying to myself, I should know this, I shouldn't make this mistake, I should have better known this by now. I'm like, no, I just say to myself, I'm in my learning phase and I'm just learning right now. So I learn to be kinder to myself and not to have so much pressure. So point 4, accepting a compliment graciously. Because I used to be like, if someone said, oh, I like your outfit. I'm like, oh, this thing, you're just in my closet for a really long time. And I just dust it off and then I put it on. And then it's like, why do I make excuses if that person liked how I look? So now when someone gives me a compliment, I take a breath, like, thank you so much, or thank you so much for noticing. And then I would sit with what they said and I'll be present of what they said to me and accept the compliment graciously. Because so often I'd be just like, not be present and then dust it off and say, are they talking to me? Are you sure? So now I learn how to accept the compliment graciously. So 5 is accepting contribution. And this one was a tough one. This was tough for me. So what I learned is that there's a story. So we were just like at a coffee place. It was really cheap. The coffee was just like $1 or $2. And he's like, can I buy you a cup of coffee? And then I was like, I don't know. I'm like, if I accept her coffee, am I like taking advantage of her? I could get a coffee myself, or maybe I should buy her a coffee. And then I took my time and I said, yes, I will have the coffee. And then she said to me, yes, I am contributing to her happiness. I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. And then she said to me, if I didn't want you, I wouldn't ask you if you want a coffee. And that made me reflect. I'm like, that's so true, because when I offer someone something, I want to contribute to them, or not there. So yeah. What I got was when someone graciously offer me something. Like someone is so nice and offer me something from their heart and open up to me, I will accept it graciously, and then I keep it in my mind, and I was like, oh, I should treat them. So hopefully that friend can also pay it forward. So be really nice, and you don't know where contribution might lead to. And what I got, it was like accept contribution in all forms. So that's really nice because I used to isolate myself and I used to be like, no, 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 it's okay. I don't need it. I can help you out. And then at the end of the day, it's like, wow, no one's here to help me. And meanwhile, I just didn't accept contribution. So silly. And then I was just start blaming people because I didn't ask for help and I didn't ask for contribution. So yeah, that's what I used to do. So now I practice exchange of balance, more like energy exchange, or even like I find like things of money and finances also like energy exchange. So I tend to say yes and I accept it graciously. So now I try to have a balance of like supporting each other. And this have taught me teamwork and generosity. So it's really nice. It's a really nice feeling. And these are the 5 things that self-loving people are doing that you're not doing yet. I hope that daily self-acknowledgement, being nicer to yourself, accepting compliments, and accepting contribution will make a difference in your life. And this will help you to build self-confidence and self-worth and feel better about yourself. I think that's what I want to do because I want to feel good about myself, and I hope you will feel good about yourself. And I hope that you're celebrating all the baby steps, and no small achievement is too small to celebrate, really. I hope that you will celebrate them. Please go and give these a try, and hopefully they will transform your life in some ways. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I'm trying to get 100 followers on YouTube, so hopefully we can make that come true. Thank you. Bye.